Hello, this is Gina. Welcome back to my channel. I want to say hello to new subscribers and thank you for subscribing. And I want to say thank you to all the subscribers who have come back week after week. I really, really appreciate it. So, our topic today is Whiskey in a Teacup by Reese Witherspoon, which I thought was a cookbook because I was looking for top cookbook recommendations and this book came up. Well, it isn't exactly. It is like a blend of a biography, a memoir, and also contains a fair amount of recipes. Out of the recipes in the book, we chose 4 that we really wanted to try. The first one I'm going to talk about is smoked pecans. They were tasty. We used the Colgan liquid smoke, which we found at Sprouts. They could have been a little smokier, and if we make them again, we will probably, play with that. But they were tasty, and they were really, really easy to make. My next favorite recipe from the book is Hoecakes, also known as Johnny Cakes. Now, this recipe had a very tasty batter to it, nice and thick, and I could eat them without syrup, and that was not a problem at all. They were so tasty. I will caution, though, cook them at a little lower temperature than the recipe calls for, because it would burn on the outside and still be gooey on the inside. So just keep in mind. Vegetable plate in a jar is where I started to really feel like Reese Witherspoon and me, we could be friends because I would love to serve this at a party. I haven't yet, but I have served it to a friend. And this recipe has a nice, crispy, refreshing, easy to eat at a party, walking around touch to it. I would just add more shallots in the dressing next time I make it. Of the 4 recipes, this is the star. I've never made a hollandaise that I liked before. And this one was really simple. She calls it a mock hollandaise, probably because it's mayonnaise based. Boy, is it thick and creamy and luscious and lemony. It's all the things we want out of a hollandaise. It tastes great on the asparagus as it was recommended in the recipe. We experimented and made a gluten-free eggs Benedict. What we put on the bottom instead of a wheat English muffin was a smashed potato, which we covered with a poached egg, and then we put this hollandaise over it. Oh my. So this batch of hollandaise went on a whole bunch of things, and it is just an all-around yummy sauce. I highly recommend it. I rate Whiskey in a Teacup at 5 stars. There's a genuine voice coming through the stories. There is a familiarity, like you're talking to a friend, which is a voice that I really enjoy. Reese Witherspoon is a bibliophile like we are. She has a certain way she organizes her books, which is pretty smart, actually. And she has a nostalgia for her past that's touching. The character from my Natural Gifts fantasy romance series that I think would like these recipes and this book the most is Brittany. Her book is No Yesterdays, where she finally gets together with Carter, who is a cordon bleu trained chef, and his stepmother is a famous cookbook author. Brittany needs some recipes to wow them with, and I think she could do it with these. I promised you some channel news and some announcements. Here they come. I will be back on August 16th with a new video, so that means I am taking a video vacation break. But if you do follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, there's a good chance you'll still see me there because, that's where we hang out, right? One of the stops I'll be making is to RWA National Conference in New York. I will be handing out these cards that you see, the front and the back, and That will be followed by my vacation in Maine, where I will be visiting with family. And I think it is important to take breaks. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. Don't think you can't take breaks. Here are my social media links in case we don't already follow each other. I'd be really excited to do that, to stay in touch until I get back. That's all I have for you for today. But I'd love to hear your opinions about taking vacations if you're active online. Do you auto post or do you actually take the whole vacation? Hmm, curious to find out. Also, what did you think of these recipes and this book if you read it? Consider subscribing to this channel if you like reading, eating, and writing, because that's what we do here. And remember to hit the notification bell.